first speaker I'm going to introduce today is Professor Greg Snell, who's the medical head of our lung transplant service. Most people here and online will know Greg for his many years working here at the Alfred and over 30 years being head of our service. And he's just going to give a little bit of an introduction. So I'll hand over to Greg.
So we're just coming up we've just come up to 1,900 lung transplants, and which does remind me that the 2,000th, which is probably still some distance off, is going to be a very big event indeed. And along the way, we are looking at our transplant activity as well as our transplant research. The clinical activity slowed during COVID. Our biggest years were 18 and 19 with over 100 transplants, and we're coming back again after a dip from COVID. We're considering new types of donors. We're always looking at new ways of looking at things, and voluntary assisted dying is providing a way for other people to be able to fulfil their wishes to be organ donors. We're looking at extending the time that we can use organs from the DCD pathway. And there's a concept with the refrigerator that ironically running the lungs at 10 degrees instead of 4 degrees is enabling longer storage times, which will actually make quite a difference. It is not there to create a wine fridge for the surgeons in the operating room, to be clear. And it will have the advantage of avoiding the nighttime surgery. This is not a typical Alfred operating theatre. Our research activity backs all this up, and we've been working with Lungitude obviously for a number of years to translate science to real patients. And we're looking at better matching of donors and recipients using some of the standardised tools and applying them better, and new ideas, and the speakers will talk to that. A better understanding about cytomegalovirus and other infections, and again we're going to have some talk about that, and better tools to actually diagnose rejection. And there are key players that you're going to hear from, and others in the background who've been working on this for some time, and supported by Bronwyn and the research team who are doing clinical trials, and actually again working to sort of facilitate all of the various projects that are in the background beyond Lungitude's work as well. So a big thank you to Lungitude, the patients who contribute specimens and support in various kinds, and the research and clinical team. And there's many of the clinical team that you don't hear about in this meeting, from nurses, doctors, surgeons, and others who do contribute in their way to giving us the best results. It's clear we are translating results to patients and other lung transplant programs, and the talks that have been given by the members of the team at very senior world meetings have been very well received. And I can I'm proud to say that it's absolutely clear when you look at where we sit in the world, we're clearly amongst the 5 most important programs in the world. And if anyone's got a new idea, then they're certainly they'll reach out to members of our team. And so that the work that we do is translated locally, but it's translated to the rest of Australia and outside, and I'm really proud to say that. So we'll go on to the presentations, and we'll talk later.